So at most, I'm imagining the original version may have had, like, 2 endings. And this one likely has multiple going on. I kind of want to try Lightning's Foot. Oh. I swear it's like the worst fucking Final Fantasy. Like, people who say Mystic Quest is the worst is like, sorry, but screw you. And the thing that makes it worse to me, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, there was an interesting combat system in Lightning's Return, but it's pretty much completely pointless because you get stat bonuses from doing MMO shit quests and not leveling up because there is no leveling up. Combat's only point is 2 things. To either get an item for something or to waste your time. There is no real point to combat in the game. You know, like I said, I grew up with Mystic Quest, so I have a bit of a nostalgic thing for it, I'll admit. But still, I appreciate the fact that it mixed Legend of Zelda elements into a JRPG, because it's just such an underutilized thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and try Gwym here. I mean, see, the first thing's seeing red.
Should you see a crimson-cowled girl bearing an apple, do not run. It wouldn't help. You are already caught in her snare. So goes the tale of the sorcerer known as Red Hood.
Oh no. It's going for a Neo vibe, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, like, it's a beginner's game. Like, I don't know why a lot of people give it as much hate as it does. Yes, it's a beginner JRPG. Yes, it had a lot of mixed ideas. It was trying to just see what things helped people, that, you know? It just... I think people look a little too deep into it. And then there's, of course, the whole stigma thing about, oh, Squire Soft thought we were retarded or something. Or Brothers Gwym. Yeah, there's that. Well, I say Neo because, I mean, that's basically what Neo did. It went with a Brothers Grimm theme of having references to fairy tales and things. But, yeah, I mean, be fair, yeah, it would be going more for that. Well, you know, actually, now you mention it, that actually makes sense, actually. That really actually does. You got me on that one. But still, it reminds me of Neo, because Neo made a lot of fairy tale Grimm references, too. Was one of those European-released JRPGs that got coverage in a magazine? Yeah, because the idea was to try and get people who weren't familiar with RPGs and such. But yeah.
If it is true, I fear nothing can save me now.
Hey, do a girl a favor.
She approached me in a tavern. By nature, sorcerers favor shadows and avoid drawing undue attention. Flaming crimson garb like hers is a sight rarely seen.
You're not allowed to refuse. You know who I am, yes?
True to the legends, she was a specialist in illusion. She assured me I was already a prisoner to her handiwork.
Then you know what to expect if you don't stay on my good side.
And so I was half threatened, half dragged away from a perfectly good pint.
It's like, this is what he's worried about. My half-good bite, man. It's so... Well... Ooh, excuse me. Considering some of the other monster names, I'll consider that one more normal. I mean, at least it's not... Ooh, excuse me again. At least it's not like Drakengard 2 gnomes. Holy shit. Those are like the most violent, bloodthirsty, evil gnomes I've ever seen in my life. Hey, I'll consider that more normal compared to cats as orcs. It's still weird, but that's a lot more normal than fucking cats as orcs to me. So where's the big bad wolf? Back here again, eh? Something tells me this is either a later stage in the main game, or this is new for Delta. Well, that is a nice outfit.
I'll drive you mad with my illusions.
Too bad you can't unlock that or something. It's actually very nice. Leave it to fate. Select sacrifice and save together. Allows for balanced gains in life and magic. Requires friends luck? So what happens if I just do one? You got big hand heals there, buddy.
Nice moves.
Pretty weird.
Sacrifice it or save it.
I hate how the lock-ons are lost when they out. Shit, you annoying pest.
Sacrifice it or save it.
Now, can I do fate if I'm in a different faction? It's interesting. There were still monsters alive. Oh, you got a major lockdown. Alright, that's the last epic one I got unlocked recently on my viewer side of my account. I still need the Orc Slayer and... believe there was one other I don't have yet. Small group mobs right there. do flag barrel again. Try to get that out of the way. Yeah, there was one other unit I'm pretty sure I didn't have on my... Yeah, the Balloon Buster. I don't have the Balloon Buster on my viewer side. Yeah, on my captain, I just need the Orc Slayer. Yeah, the Balloon Buster, I think, was my third one on my captain account, I believe. I think. Yakuza Jail. How is that going, by the way? Oh. Yeah, that might have been it. Well, no, it didn't complete until I killed the fairies, though. I'll relook at that. I didn't really pay attention to the gold thing. How is the Yakuza Like a Dragon thing going, by the way? I would imagine you're probably like 30, 50 hours into it by now. Yeah, one new one. Set aloft a tuft that unleashes a sandstorm. Draws enemies in there. That could be useful for the moto thing if it lasts for a while. Oh, I'm just so tempted to play it. I'm really tempted to play it. Like, I love the whole idea. It's like going a whole nother step.
Lust? Perhaps it was her silver tongue. Everyone agreed she made her way by bewitching others. Even veteran sorcerers were said to be defenseless against her illusions.
Let's see. Oh, wait. Nope.
Was it magic or luck? Was it...
Yeah, it just says eliminate foul beasts. It doesn't say you have to kill gnomes. So I guess there was just a certain number, and the last two fairies were enough.
Perhaps.
So I guess they designed it to do these factions, and then I'm assuming these other two are part of like the OG story. So I guess in the OG story you would go just straight to him, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. Don't use them. I'm wondering what those two are. So let's see. That one I needed new. Like, how do I get a different arm? Is it like based on the stuff I absorb? Maybe that's it. Maybe like I need to absorb more magic to get like a neutral or evil. Ah, okay. So because I have more good in my arm, it's divine. Gotcha. So if I want to try for a neutral... Now I'm assuming if... Yeah. So I'm assuming if my arm changes, it just automatically kicks off anything that's not compatible with it, I'm assuming. So I got two new ones I get equipped here. Shield magic, I haven't really found much use for that. And I don't have anything that actually homes. I'd like to have something that homes, but I don't have anything that does that yet, so I guess I'll go with the shield. And those are still... Yeah, those are still the same. So what's up with the manifestation of the will? Yeah, I would imagine you basically have to keep them the same level, I would imagine. Is it like... Is that maybe like referring to the faction stuff, maybe? Actually, since Horse changed my fingers black. What the hell? That wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Weird. 3.5 hours in? Damn. Yeah. It's like, oh no! Ornstein's taking over my hand! No! No, not Ornstein. I mean, Schmog. Yeah. Schmog. It's like, Schmog is taking over my hand. Not... Why did I say Ornstein? Why did I done it? So, can I change these now? No. So I'm assuming I probably have to complete those storylines, and then I can probably swap between them. I still don't know what that is. Fuse offlines. Oh wait, no, I have that. Oh. No, actually, wait. That was something different. Fuck. I thought I was talking about boosting. Fusing offlings, quite new offlings. Offlings with Lost automatically selected for fusion. Level of offlings does not affect the outcome. So I only have one Tuffle, so... Yeah, I wanted to try that. There's more than that. Try it out. Yeah, I need something that's... See, that says it throws it. I haven't tried that yet. The mortal thing I really feel like's only going to be really useful for really big targets. Let's try the Volt Spear thing. See, he does have a teal. Give me that. Well, Those sounds kinda boring. Unless it gets interesting later. I'm kinda curious about the Grim. It kinda has that whole kinda mysterious thing going for it.
Drop those silly ideas now. You're my dog, like it or not.
She lazily rolled an apple about in her hand as she spoke. It was clear she was onto something, chasing a tip. Helping her in this search was the only way to break free of her illusory chains.
So...
Oh, yeah, I didn't actually get the...
More than anything, it was the fact that she became a monster that sealed her poor reputation. They say she drained victims' lives to fuel her own, thereby ensuring she'd live forever. A chilling story. Except the girl standing before me now seemed anything but a monster. For her to be as old as the legends and look as young as she does is monstrous enough.
Is it Grim you're after too?
The Order of Grim. The mysterious cult was still new, but growing at a wildfire's pace. It's rumored the tavern where we'd met was a gathering place for its membership.
Well, it seems we share a goal.
Intelligence on the cult fetches a high price from the agents of Avalon. Perhaps the promise of that reward is what drives her current search.
I wouldn't think so.
Here follows Grim's tale. Once there lived a prophet, Grim. Those who took his word for truth banded together, and a society was born. Red leaned in, eager for any word of Grim I'd heard. The next moment, her expression changed. A monster on the road ahead. Cold sweat trickled down my back. My body sensed its strength. Immediately, Red sprang into action. I had scarcely exhaled by the time she was gone. Vanished. I'd have been a fool to expect any different. This was the infamous Red Hood. Using others was her speciality.
Three little pigs. Well, at least they're pigs. Yeah, honestly, like, whoever made this game, kill the 3 pigs. They really wanted to have some bizarre looking ass monsters, that's for sure. So basically, they hate this cult. Blame Mega Man. This is... Why do dirt mounds have wings? What the fuck? Those dirt mound walks have wings on them. What the... Somebody's high here. Am I high? It's nice and fast. I like that. Oh, they have poison. What the fuck? One's a weapon, the other's a fucking shield. Yeah, if I could try and break his weapons. Something to restore. Towel. Not take my bottles. What the hell's that? Yeah, that's pretty good on him. Ooh, ability. On him. Okay. I can get my sacrifice points through them. What the hell? Oh! Damn it. I think I pissed him off. Oh yeah, I think I pissed him off. Pretty fucking creepy looking, that's for sure. Still says, still blinking. Is that like only so many times you can recharge, maybe? what I find interesting about that dialogue is... Oh! Last shield. Am I getting away from him? Everything is getting really strangely creepy and dark looking. He just abandoned his bottle? Hope he's taking it back now. I don't like the looks of that. Oh, it only does 102. Okay. Ooh, he looks like he's quite injured. What's that? Let's see what that one went. There it is. Okay, so it looks like he's completely broken now. Oh, it looks like he's kind of confused too. Let's finish you off then, bro. Wee piggy. Now, he was a bit of an interesting fight, though. That's the first time I really tried to pick off parts of him. So I'm interested if that's 3 people. No, it's just one.
I'm not satisfied yet.
Figured it'd be 3 people.
I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied yet.
Now the tricky choice. Do I save, sacrifice, or let fate be in control?
I'm not satisfied.
Well, I mean, the whole gimmick is fate, so I guess your heart is in the cards. I guess it chose to spare him. Lucky you. Yes, it's not too bad. I'll have to whip out my Vita and try out the original version. Because like I said, I don't have a very good memory of my first experience with the OG game. But I see once, you know, you start getting the ball rolling a little bit, you start getting it starts kind of clicking in more. Well, obviously, if I was to do a review in the future, I would obviously want to see what the OG was compared to this. Conjure blistering heat within the area to damage all into it. Very low damage and only lasts 10 seconds. Piggy Plank. A magic of the 3 little pigs stops attacks with a porky shield. And I got 2 of them. Interesting. When I can pay you back in kind from being a really disturbing, strange
Good boy.
creature.
Now heal. We've a long way to go yet.
She reappeared the moment danger had passed, nibbling at her apple without a hint of guilt.
Fancy sharing information? We both stand to benefit.
I told her all I'd learned.
Well, what did I learn?
Central to Grimm's revelations was the eternal recursion. He claimed the world had come and gone and been made new again, time after time.
Well, considering we're
The gods
screwing...
of creation are capricious things, and never satisfied for long. Druid or Romulus, these gods cared nothing for the struggles of man. The Order of Grimm rejected both of them outright. They claim neutrality is man's sole means of standing against the cruel apathy of those gods. As I finished speaking, I looked to her, or to the void where she had stood moments earlier. I cursed my naivety, for I knew she was a shameless cheat. Yet I'd blithely handed over precious intelligence for nothing. She'll feast for weeks, while my big mouth goes empty. It took me 3 days to track her down.
You sniffed me out.
She started.
I already sold that tidbit about Grimm, by the by.
She hadn't yet realized.
Realized what? Give it a try, you'll be glad you played this version instead. Oh, I'm not saying I wouldn't be glad about it, I'm just... Like I said, I didn't necessarily have a negative experience with it, it just didn't really grab me in the beginning. But now that, like, more of the game's unlocked now, the idea of it's grasping me better.
I imagine she's unaccustomed to being played after all. Intelligence on Grimm was only ever a secondary concern of mine.
Wait a minute. It was me you were after?
It was. I had gone to that tavern hunting for the infamous Red Hood. I needed a way to break this illusion. Not any spell Red Hood had placed me under. But the visions from my own right arm. As an expert in illusions, perhaps she could break the curse Sortiara left me.
Don't expect too much. I'm not the legend rumors make me out to be.
A roar echoed out from somewhere. I could feel the beast was close. And soon enough, Red was gone. Her parting words hung in the air.
don my cap, approach any fools saying, "You're under my spell," and watch them jump a mile. Legendary illusions, more the illusions of legends in truth. Didn't you jump, though?
So she basically lives on lies. She lets her tall tales do more of the job. That's a giant television on a computer chip. Gold chest. Looks like an old, pretty small one. I'll get my third flag bearer one here. You know, personally, I find this daily system gets you a lot more coins pretty fast. I kinda feel like it might be a little breaking, but that's just me. What the? Snow White? Is that a little apple walking around? Yeah, I kind of do feel like how Yoko Taro's original idea of Neo was to have it themed after the Brothers Grimm. I'm starting to feel like, was this kind of theme a thing in the original game, or is this really just more permanent in the additional content in this one? Because, like I said, I don't know what monsters and things might have been in the original version. What the fuck? What in... the fuck? I'm honestly just speechless. Is that the thing made out of money? It got the chest in there on its back. Oh, what the hell? This spear does pretty good, though. Hi. Let's see what the fuck you look like. Ugh. Oh, that has a... what the... let me guess, 7 of whatever the hell those are. I don't know if they permanently die. Oh, actually, the shield probably would be good for that laser thing, probably. Oh, hi, Cat. Oh shit! This fucking thing's out of its mind. No. So, I'm imagining you probably have to do some ridiculous thing. Oh no. Yeah, that's not gonna be good now, no. So she basically keeps respawning them, so you can't get rid of them. She only did well. Oh, was there like a special requirement I was supposed to do for? No? You don't get the option to do anything to her? That's kind of weird. Unless I have to do something special. Scapegoat recovery? Hell?
There was no end to them. For each fiend I slew, 2 more sprang up. Hours passed. My sense of time dulled as my consciousness faded.
I'd feel guilty if you died here. Waste of a good dog.
I turned and saw her standing there. There was no
kill. What's it say when you do the...
Good boy.
Yeah, it says kill. Like, do I have to do something special? Can you just not save her? Or sacrifice her, or do anything?
Hours passed. My sense of time
See, they're all a bright petal thorn.
dulled as my conscious.
Try the shield. See what the piggy shield's like compared to the wall. Frost model. Try it again then.
was no...
See, the eyeball will flex, so I'm not sure how you're supposed to destroy it. Unless there's only certain things that can affect it. I mean, it's possible you just have to go melee on it. Yeah, like, what the fuck is this place exactly? Like, why are there heads? Like, what? Like, I don't even understand this fucking place as an existence. I mean, I get the hair thing supposed to be a Rapunzel reference. Light was flickering? Now you're having power outages? Man, that spear actually has some long range there, too. Summer Storm. So, I killed this Snow White, but it didn't give me an offer with a save, sacrifice, or fate. So I'm gonna retry it and see if maybe I have to do something special. I'm gonna leave some of these just laying around. Wasn't there a third one? I thought there was a third one when I... Oh. Oh, it's like some kind of cloak. That's weird. Yeah, I was just kind of confused because it didn't give me, it just automatically ended. See, it says the things on the side of the head are red, so those are just damage. So yeah, I guess you just have to go melee on it. Actually shoot behind her. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. There, I think I got one that time. Okay. Oh, do they eventually go away? Not there anymore. Oh shit! So now that it's broke though, can I do this now? Watch it. Yeah, see, it keeps initiating this cutscene. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or if that's always how that concludes. Well, I destroyed the eye this time, so... Awaken the magic of Snow White and focus it into a filled beam of light. Well, if it's anything like Horror Attack, that thing might be useful. I'm gonna equip that and try that out. If I can just shoot a giant fucking beam at what I'm locked on, sounds good to me. Something tells me it's probably not gonna be that simple, though.
There was no end to them.
We'll go equip that. I want to try that out because that sounds interesting right off the bat. So, do I want to keep the piggy thing? Let's replace that. Thank you. So we make you go through a lot of pages, you. Oh wait, I didn't see the conclusion part.
There was no... She raised her apple high and spoke in a whisper. The monsters fell in a chorus of thuds, curiously now sound asleep. At her feet lay the fragments of the shattered apple. A common sorcerer, average at best. Her words, not mine. Only when using an apple shade as the sacrifice was she able to craft a grand illusion. She also confessed the Red Hood of legend, master of illusion turned monster, was her grandmother. She told me she was the third of her name. From the day she took up her predecessor's mantle, everyone shrank and kept their distance. She begged entry into Avalon, but they turned her away for being of a monster's bloodline.
You're quite odd, you know.
She watched my face as she spoke, eyes filled with curiosity. I was the first, it seemed, to try and deal with the legendary Red Hood.
Those visions there, from your right arm, they're far beyond me. But not Gran.
Gwen. So, you know, the one thing so far, outside of some of the weird shit, but I mean, like, in a story sense, you know, all these monsters originate from some creature, so that makes me feel like it's more like an infection or some kind of curse or something that's morphing things into monsters. But yet, as far as I've seen, nothing really explains what that is. That possibly could have to do with the ending or the grand secret of everything or something.
Had she put aside the cowl and the name, she'd have had no trouble finding acceptance. But she chose to remain the third Red Hood. Why should she be the one to bend? Who were they to judge her on name and clothes alone? She'd refuse to buckle to the prejudiced stares of strangers.
Semelia, That's my real name.
If true, this is the first time she's spoken about herself. The first time she's given her name. To the masses, Red Hood was name enough.
It's like sorcerers kill monsters, but when they're about to die, they make a pact to be a monster to make more monsters. But the original quest is to get rid of monsters. I've spent 50 years killing monsters, but you know, fuck it. I'll turn into a monster so I can live on and make more monsters, making the entire point of my life completely meaningless. Ugh. Like, that seems like a stupid logistic. Like, I mean, I could see it happening, don't get me wrong, but it just...
That there is Gran. It's my first time seeing her as well.
That's a whore?
It was a monster, no question.
Oh.
The original Red Hood.
I was about to say, I get
Semilia's
grandma.
grandmother.
I beat you to it, game. I beat you. I said it before you did.
We had planned well in advance. First, we had to save old Gran. I would ask if she had the knowledge I sought, and then her fate would be left to Semilia.
So, starting to feel less of a pet and more of a partner? Spot?
She'd been condemned to a life of abuse, and these were her words.
The gingerbread village? The fuck? Weird. The gingerbread forest. Why is there a gingerbread forest in this world? Is it part of a illusion? Like, what the fuck? It's like, so there seems to be a village made of gingerbread somewhere. Wow, this place literally looks like it should be an illusion. It's fucking donuts laying around. This can't be real. This has to be some psychotic illusion. Well, at least I get a partner on this one.
We're just like partners now.
Ooh la la. They're shooting snow at me? It's supposed to be Grandma?
Keep it together.
Oh, it has lots of shit to break. That's what this thing does, eh? You know, it just goes in a circle! It's a little disappointing. Soul.
Keep it together.
Except for the weapon.
I suppose.
Okay, I think I need heals. The shitty thing about the text that appears on the screen, you don't get a lot of time to look at it.
Keep it together.
Damn, Gwen hits. Oh no.
I suppose. Keep it together. That's the way to live.
Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, I gotta say the meal of things kind of disappointing, honestly.
Look, it's working. Keep it up.
You got Gwen. Ah!
Keep it together.
What are you to say?
I suppose. Look, it's working.
And wham! Fucking.
Keep it together. That's the way to live.
The good and dive. Don't wanna fucking give up. Dude, wouldn't let me go between them. Right now. There we go. So I guess we don't get a choice on that one either. Gwen. Oh. Fuck, poor old lady though. Damn. Real quick. Yeah, I got a full forced weight sorcerer. I shall wait. There's a really big radioactive slug. Treasure trove. One enemy, bunch of trips. Oh wait, nope. There's a few skeletons about. You want to be careful with your rogues in the northern portion now. Took 10 minutes and 40 minutes. I mean, 10 minutes and 40... 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's see if we get anything interesting off of Hole. We got heal. Thunder explosive. Thunder punching. Healing fruit. Conjure a healing fruit said to be delicious beyond compare. Now that said support, so that's for like healing other people. Or, well, wait. I mean, because it says a small area. Well, let's see what the normal one I have. Because, I mean, small area makes it sound like a, you know, an affected area for people to use. So that sounds like it's a stun attack. Just a spiel, no elements. I don't know, I like my Ornstein spiel. I find it very befitting me.
No matter the question asked, the old woman's mumblings were unintelligible. Such is the price of immortality, any shred of normality gone. I would get no information from her. The rest was in Semelia's hands. That was the deal. She struggled clearly, to save or to sacrifice. Blood or no, the girl couldn't hide her muddled feelings for the crone. It was because she was blood that the woman had caused her such woe. I couldn't help but speak up. You waver. Stay your hand. Semelia hadn't even been allowed to take Avalon's ordeal. So she had no way of knowing. Sacrificing one with whom you share a strong bond bears a price. The scars left upon the soul are deeper than she could know.
You don't know what I...
She drew a deep breath, then exhaled. Her wry smile returned.
But... no matter. You're right. Thank you.
An awkward line from her, spoken through a hesitant smile. It was a glimpse of Semelia the girl, not Red Hood the legend.
Well, well. No one's ever told the terrible Red Hood what to do before.
She spun the apple as she walked away, glancing back at me.
I'll repay this kindness. You have my word, as a member of Grimm.
So she's part of Glim.
I really should have known. For I knew the tavern where we met was a favored haunt for their numbers.
Consider this my thanks.
A plume of white smoke rose from behind her. It engulfed the area in an instant. My mind felt bathed in white. I collapsed into the sensation. A strange voice echoed from nowhere in particular. For a suitable price, your wish will be granted. A white vessel. Hung in the air before me, a relic to grant one's any desire. And the source of countless monsters consumed by them. The sacred chalice. The woman in your arm, is she to be your wish? It spoke as if it knew all my heart's desires. An image flashed before my eyes. Her face, as I'd last seen it. If you would see her again, make your sacrifice. Offer up the Red Girl and...
Oh. That's kinda sudden, don't you think? Don't you think? Maybe a wee bit sudden? Yeah, just murder everyone you hold any relationship with, buddy. Why a gingerbread village, though?
Will sacrificing me make your wish come true?
Apparently not. And the sad music just keeps reminding me of Neil.
I'd always put on a brave face. They hated me just for my name and how I dressed in red. It was totally pathetic to me. People hated me all the more for acting bold. That's why I surprised you. You're special. You befriended me, even though I'm the Red Hood. Is this what happens when you make friends? It's horrible to fight someone important to you.
Godspeed, quest achieved. Oh, I don't even get the choice. Lately, it's taking a lot of these choices out of my hand, yo. Well, so much for the legend, I guess. Though, it didn't show dying, so I'm assuming the story continues with her. 2 minutes. Conjure a fortifying fruit that draws in nearby beings and sullen magics, ignores gravity. Can also protect against charging foes. Oh. I guess that was the end of the Gwyn storyline.
My anger boiled over. I bellowed that her joke was in poor taste.
Oops. Then you knew.
Yes, I knew. The fractured apple at her feet betrayed her illusion. An apple shade, to be exact.
I'm sorry. She really meant a lot to you, didn't she?
She seemed genuinely contrite.
Please don't be cross. I had to test you.
Grimm asks one thing of the new. The fortitude to rely on no god.
You passed. You resisted the illusion. You're perfect for Grimm.
I suppose I should have been flattered, but I declined. I have no interest in Grimm's words, nor any prophecy of eternal recursion. Moreover, she'd made a mistake. Had it been the true chalice, I'm not sure I could have denied it. The promise of seeing her again may prove too tempting.
Is a dead woman really so dear to you still?
I raised my right arm in response. She isn't dead. Not to me.
A fair point.
She speaks to me still, from within my arm. And I let her words guide me, spurring me onward. My burden, my karma. The third Red Hood wore a pout on her lips.
Really? It's hardly fair someone should be immune to the Red Hood's wiles.
Ew. Trying to seduce.
Her cowl traced a bright red arc as she turned to leave.
I suppose that means I need practice. Next time, though, just you wait.
She swore to avenge her pride one day, a broad grin on her face. The journal's author was an Avalon sorcerer. That was the one constant. The journal demonstrates this fact. But don't forget, I am a book. I could change the sorcerer's affiliation. If you want, I could change Avalon to some other organization. Perhaps you ought to ask yourself, what do you really believe?
Teal? I'll take that. I still have found nothing to do with this.
This place is so grimy it makes my back itch. Or would it be my spine? I'm not really sure.
What are you? If lucky, a bonus reward is added. So if I do Fate, it renews. Save restores health, and Sacrifice enhances my magic. Be honest, that's actually pretty good. Because you get the best of everything, really. I mean, basically, you can do the sacrificing for enhancement, and you get HP restore and renew. Oh, wait. Notice it actually added Fate to Avalon. So now, there's actually Fate for that, too. So that means then there will be a third benefit to doing Fate as them, then. Yeah, why not? Oh, you got... Okay. Well, I mean, it's not... I mean, does the faction I'm a part of affect the ending? Like, does it matter what faction I'm in to get any Pacific ending? Or does it literally just only affect my character? Not sure? Well, I guess we'll have to test around. I would assume because the book lets us rewrite stuff, I'm assuming you can easily replay for any of the endings, I would imagine. How do you get mocked a scapegoat, though? Do you get divine +2 on? Do you have to be like super holy then? Well, there are 3 save slots, but you can't save in another slot with a Pacific save. I would imagine you would have to like copy or something to maybe be able to do that. That's a maybe. I'd say this one sounds good. Don't look like anything new here. 20% max health, defense boost. 20% max health sounds kinda interesting, to be fair. Still don't have whatever that is. Conjure a blizzard wolf around arm to spew frost and strike directly. It says it's short, so it's not exactly a long range thing. Special replicator. Duplicate your ally's offering. May randomly restore offerings too. Huh. Temporary switch. Huh. Weird. An offering that changes. Weird. I don't really like the meal. Doesn't really do much for me. I guess I could stick to the explosions. Maybe a floss thing might be a good thing to try now.